I'm about to head to work if you guys want to see how I achieved this look, and I'm going to be answering a lot of juicy questions. So if you guys want to see how I got this look and hear the answers to all the questions you guys have been dying to know, make sure you watch the video. Let's get started.
I found something better and it gets me so much wetter. It's myself. I don't need nobody else.
Hello guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me for work. So I'm about to get ready. Oh my god, I just hit the wall. So I'm about to get ready for work. My hair is just like straight and it's basically already done. I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm not gonna really go into depth with everything that I do in my makeup. I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys some of the products, but I'm probably not gonna go like super in detail because I do want to answer some of your questions. I've literally been telling you guys to give me like Q&A questions for like 4 or 5 months and I haven't answered them. So I'm gonna try to go through the ones on Instagram, the ones on here on YouTube, and try to answer as many as I can on my phone and just do my makeup and get ready for work. So it's about 8 o'clock right now. I don't have to be at work till 10. So we have a little bit of time. So let's just get started with the video. So before anything, first of all, I have a little mimosa here. I've been drinking mimosas a lot. I feel like champagne and orange juice is a really nice like buzz. It's like not too much, but just enough. You know what I mean? So cheers. So before I start answering your questions and doing my makeup, you guys know prepping your skin is so important for just getting that beautiful canvas and, you know, just having your makeup look amazing. So what I'm using today to prep my skin is the Teami Vitamin C Collagen Infused Serum. I've been using this for a while. This is actually my second bottle. So my skin right now has nothing on it. I like to start with a bare skin and, you know, just like super clean skin. I like to use oil-free cleansers because I have lashes, and if you get oil and lashes, you know that like the lash extensions will come out. So I use 2 different oil-free cleansers, so I double cleanse. And yeah, my skin is super clean right now, and I'm gonna put on my vitamin C serum, and this is really gonna help brighten and tighten my skin. And honestly, it's been making such a huge difference. And I mean, it's got amazing ingredients like obviously vitamin C, hibiscus flower, and hyaluronic acid, which is like my all-time favorite skincare ingredient. So I just squeezed them out like that. That's a lot. I didn't need that much, but you know what? The more the merrier. So I take it like that and I just dab it on my skin. It smells really good, and I just love using this before I put on my makeup or before I go to bed, or honestly like anytime that I'm washing my face or getting in a shower or anything like that, because it's really been helping with like texture on my face. It's been helping with acne, it's been helping with acne marks, it's been helping with redness. I've been having a lot of redness lately. I think it's from my birth control that I've been taking, but it really just has improved the texture of my skin so much. And it's improved the glow and the tightness and the brightness, and I just can't say enough good things about this serum. So as you guys can see, my skin looks really nice and plump after I put it on. My redness has calmed. My skin is super hydrated. I'm gonna let the serum like sink into my skin a little bit for about like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna start with my makeup routine. So if you guys want to try the amazing Teami Vitamin C Collagen Infused Serum, you can go down in the description. You can click on the link below, and you can use Camilla20 for 20% off. You guys have to try this serum. It's amazing. The ingredients are amazing. The results are amazing. I mean, just look at my skin, like how it's glowing. I literally just love it. Like, it's been like one of my favorite things that I've tried the past couple months, and I was so excited to tell you guys about it. So definitely try it out. Like I said, the link will be down in the description, and you can use Camilla20 for 20% off. I'm gonna let this sink in a little bit, and then we're gonna get started with the makeup. And I'm gonna answer all your questions. Okay guys, I'm an idiot. I let the Teami serum seep into my skin, and then I just started like doing my makeup, and I totally forgot that I'm freaking filming. So I haven't done much. I just moisturized, put some oils on, and put primer on. So right after I let my Teami Vitamin C serum seep into my skin and really like get in there and hydrate it, I use, this is a MAC Prep and Prime Moisture Infusion Serum. Then after that, I just used the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. You guys know this one. It's a cult favorite. It's so good. So I used that after. I know this seems like a lot, but lately I've been using like so many moisturizers and so many primers. I just like my skin to be like so like supple when I put makeup on, you know, just so the makeup can look really good when it's on. So I use the Marc Jacobs. This is the Undercover Blurring Coconut Face Primer. I use that just like around like my cheeks and like a little bit of my under eyes. So that's what I used after the Fenty one, as you guys can see. And I let all of that get a little bit dry, and then I just used some of this Clarins oil. It's like called like lotus oil. I just put it like right here just to give myself a little bit of hydration, because I don't know, I feel like lately my foundation's been making me dry and we do not want that. So that's all I've done, and obviously then I caught myself like, bitch, you're filming, what are you doing? So now I'm gonna use this primer by Milani. It's just an illuminating primer, so I'm just gonna use it like right here to give me like, you know, some hydration and some illumination, some glow. It's got vitamin C, whatever. So this is what it looks like. Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to like go into too much detail of what I'm using, because I do want to start going into the questions. So I'm just gonna dot that right there. Okay, I need to stop saying what I'm gonna do and just do it and answer you guys' questions. So I mean, where I've been is like the biggest question, because I've literally been posting like one video a month. I even, like, you guys, I've had like a bunch of sponsorships. I mean, I'm grateful. I always have a lot of really, you know, great sponsorships, and I work with a lot of really great brands. But yeah, I've just been like putting them off because I don't know, I just haven't felt like filming. Sometimes, you know, like when you watch YouTubers like back in the day and you're like, oh, you don't feel like filming, like, oh, it's so fucking hard. But sometimes you really just don't want to be in front of a camera talking to it. Like, it's weird. So I'm back. I'm like, you know, out of that little like social media rut, and I'm back and I'm ready to film and give you guys all the content that you guys have been wanting. So now that I have all my primers on, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer just to go on like the little blemishes that I've had. I have been having a few blemishes just because I've just been really bad about taking my birth control. And the problem is, like, I would take it and then I would stop taking it for like a week and then I would get back on it. So I'm just dotting my face literally with all of this. But I would just take it and then I would stop taking it, and that's my problem, obviously, because you don't want to do that because that fucks up your hormones. All right, I'm going to let this sit for a second and I'm going to get into some of the questions. Okay, I'm going to look at the questions that you guys asked me on YouTube. Giselle Perez asked, what do you do if two of your regulars come in at the same time? How often do clients get butthurt when you won't see them outside the club and the only way they can see you is in the club? Do they take it personal? What are some reasons you've had to cut off a regular? I love you and your vids. Love you too, Giselle. Okay, so I've had this happen many times, like when there's two customers that are really, really good and they're both there at the same time, you're gonna have to just like be quick, like, you know, like go dance, you know, at this customer's table, get the money, be like, okay, babe, I'll be right back, and then go to the other table. Hopefully they're like tables away from each other, dance for that person, like at their table, get that money. You're gonna have to just go back and forth and figure it out, because unless you want to just stay with one, like if one of them spends way more money than the other, then stay with that one and just take the L on the other one. But if they both spend a lot of money, you can kind of, if they really like you, like if I've had customers that really like only really fuck with me at the club, and they were cool with just like, I'll be like, oh, I'll be right back, I have to do this, and I'll leave for like 20 minutes and I'll come back. So you really have to just be really like good on timing with that, because, you know, obviously nobody wants to wait forever for somebody, but if you are really good and smart with timing, you could pull it off for sure. Now, when you said, do customers get butthurt if we don't see, or if I don't see them outside of the club? I don't really give a fuck if they get butthurt or not. If you're that type of person that's gonna try to see me outside the club and is annoying me about it, I'm gonna stop talking to you, because there's plenty more customers that are not gonna be that annoying. So bye, sir. Okay, so I'm using the Airbrush Flawless Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. Oh my god, you guys, it's almost out. I'm so sad. I need to go get another one. This is in the color Warm Chod 7.5. It's almost out, but I don't really need that much. So lately I've been just dotting like concealer, and then I will dot like the foundation around, then I'll do like the little contour on the cheeks, and then, you know, the concealer, and kind of just blend everything together. So I'll show you guys that in a little second. So Lindsay Wardlitz asked if you could pick a dream job, what would it be? Honestly, I don't dream of labor. I would rather not work. I want to travel. I want to go to different restaurants all over the world and eat amazing food. I want to drink wine. I want to have an amazing life. I don't want to work, which is why I have this job, and which is why I do love dancing, because it gives me the chance and the opportunity to kind of just live my life and do what I want and live on my own terms, make a lot of money in a short period of time, and I love that. So that's why I dance. It's because I don't dream of labor. I don't have a dream job because I don't dream of labor at all. This was the Pro Concealer by LA Girl in the color, what color is these? I don't know what color this is, it doesn't say. But it's a dark color, obviously, for contour. Okay, this is a question I get a lot, and I like, it kind of confuses me a little bit. This is from Tangerine, I'm not sure. She said, what do you plan to do after you quit stripping? So stripping is not my main job. I mean, I work like maybe once a week, so like maybe 4 times a month. I don't work that much. And if there are events, then like the management or the floor host that will plan like when someone's coming in, or when they know they're coming in, whatever, they'll let me know, and I'll go in and I'll make my money and get the fuck out. But I mean, you guys, I make a lot of money on YouTube. I make money with sponsorships. I work with different brands. I model now. So I have a lot of different streams of income. So I don't have a plan for when I'm done stripping, because I already have so many different streams of income, and I only plan on growing them. And I think I want to do a video on that, like to go more in depth, you know what I mean? So that's what we'll do. I've danced for 5 years. I don't have to anymore, but you know, I do just to have my extra money and save and you know, get the things that I want and do the things that I want, because I'm that type of bitch. Like, I like to spoil myself, because honestly, like growing up, nobody really spoiled me, like in my family. Obviously men have spoiled me, whatever, but just for me, I like to spoil myself. I like to give myself what I want. I like to make myself happy, and minimum effort type of jobs. Honestly, like I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, like I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Work smart, not hard. I know people are like, working hard is like blah, blah, blah. No, nobody that's like rich, nobody that's born into, I'm not born into a rich family, but people don't work hard for their money. There's so many easy ways to get money now on the internet and stuff like that. I don't even have an OnlyFans or anything like that. I do want to make a Patreon for you guys where you can actually like have one-on-one with me, where I can really tell you, like, you guys want that? Let me know in the comments if you would sign up. I want to make a Patreon where like you can have one-on-one conversations with me, or like FaceTime calls or whatever, and I can kind of tell you the secrets of the stripper world, because I watch all these bitches. I'm not saying bitches like in a bad thing. I love watching so many girls on YouTube, and I need to say their names. I like to watch Poppy and Rosie. They're actually from Australia. I like to watch Catalina Basilia. I think that's her name. I like to watch Pam DeVito, even though she hasn't stripped anymore, but I think her family's cute and her podcast is nice to listen to. She has like a lot of mean opinions, which I like, because like I'm a straightforward like type of person, so I love that. Who else do I watch? Sarah Cortinez, obviously Christina Villegas, but she hasn't uploaded like stripper vlogs. So I love watching the stripper girls, and I totally forgot what the question was. Oh God. Myself as stripping. Yeah, so I love to watch the stripper videos, and I love to make them for you guys. But yeah, I have so many different facets in my life, and I have so many different things going on that this is not something that I need to do, like, you know. So I do it because I want to, and I do it because I like the extra money every once in a while. Like I said, once a week, sometimes maybe even like twice a month. So that's the tea on that. So I'm gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and this is in coconut. I'm gonna cover my lashes and spray. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit before I start blending it. And I'm using a Juno & Co. sponge. This is the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I'm gonna drench it a little bit with that. Okay, let's see what other questions you guys have for me. These are all from YouTube, like I said. I'm gonna go to the Instagram ones in a little bit. McKitty Klowski asked me, hi Sarah, have you ever considered escorting as a means of making money? No. You mean like prostituting? No, absolutely not. Brianna Sandoval asked, do strippers meet celebrities? In Miami, we meet a lot of celebrities, and it's like an everyday thing. We really don't care. Like, it's funny because like if you're in Miami and you see like a celebrity, nobody really gives a fuck. Like, we just treat them like a normal person. Like, we don't, I mean, I've always been like that because people are people. Like, I'm not going to geek over like another human being. You know what I mean? Like, it's another human being. I'm not gonna act like they're a god or something, you know? They're just another person. Diana T asked me 15 questions. Let's see what she said. Do you ever want to get married? What age? Of course I want to get married at some point. Not sure what age at all. I mean, I'm 25 now. I just turned 25 last month. Let me fix this camera. But I'm not sure when I want to get married. I have no idea. Do I want to have kids? How many? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know if I'd like kids that much, for real. Would I ever date a woman? Absolutely not. I'm like so straight. It's like ridiculous. Would I get more tattoos? No, my tattoos are really, I literally have like one little tattoo on my neck, on the back of my neck. You can barely see because it's under like my hair. And I have this little tattoo right here and a little like bow on my thigh, like on the back of my thigh. And that's it. I don't think I really want tattoos. I might get some more in the future, but I'm not like thinking about it or anything like that. Do I want to open my own business? Maybe one day for sure. She said, I'm a mom. I watch your channel. I love what you do. You definitely keep my eyes open to never judge anyone on the work. I respect you as a woman and your craft. Keep staying strong, Sarah. God bless. Oh, thank you so much, Diana. I love you and I appreciate you for watching my channel. So let's start blending. Actually, I'm going to use this brush. This is a IT Cosmetics brush. It's like faded, but it's really nice to blend. So I'm going to start blending. And while I do that, I'm gonna look for the next. Okay, someone said, what's your club's name? Guys, I'm never gonna tell you where I work. Like, what? Do you see yourself in Miami forever? That's from Letters from Hannah. No, actually, I don't see myself in Miami forever. I love Miami. I think in my 20s, it's really nice to live here. But I don't think I see myself in Miami forever, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I would be after, but I definitely don't see myself in Miami forever. Nada XX said, you said earlier you're Moroccan. How did you travel to US? Well, I grew up in the US since I was like a baby. So I was here already. I know a lot of girls like message me about like can they come from like a different country to work here? I have no idea because I've lived here my whole life. Nadia Hamami asked me, does my family know I'm a stripper? Yeah, at this point they know. And it's not a problem. I mean, it's just one of the jobs that I do. It's not a big deal. Do I do pole tricks? This was by Cassandra. I don't. I've never done pole tricks. I would just get on the stage and just like be cute and like sway around. Kind of like a character from, like a Sims character. I'm just kidding. No, I just like, you know, just look sexy on stage. We don't have to do pole tricks. A lot of girls don't do pole tricks. Heather Dufresne asked, I just recently started growing my butt and wanted to know if you have stretch marks. What do you do for yours? So naturally, I have some stretch marks. I have some stretch marks on my boobs because my boobs are natural and they're double D's. The crazy thing is, I was literally like 80 pounds when I grew these boobs. I'm like 135, 140 now. And I love my body, by the way, but I literally grew these boobs when I was like in middle school and I was the only person with boobs, and I used to be so ashamed of them, and I would like wear like 5 sports bras to like try to make them not look big. I was really embarrassed by them back then. Obviously now I love them, but yeah, I have stretch marks on my boobs and I have a little bit on my thighs. Nothing wrong with it. They're not really that visible and they don't bother me. Elena asked me, how do you deal with bad coworkers when they try to make your life at the club difficult? I've never had that issue. I think I just give off the energy, like, just don't fuck with me. Plus, I've always had, like, I don't know, I've always made really good friends at the club. So, honestly, I've never had that issue, like, thankfully. But if you do, just know it's normal, and girls are gonna be haters sometimes. Unfortunately, like, instead of being women who support other women, they're gonna be haters, and you're just gonna have to just ignore them, honestly. So now I'm gonna take the Boing Cakeless Concealer from Benefit. My friend Joanne actually put me on to this. She is a really good makeup artist in Miami, and yeah, it's creaseless, it's beautiful, and I love it. So this is in the color number 5. You guys are asking a lot of celebrity questions, like, who cares? How often do you see a celebrity on a regular? Literally all the time, because we always have them hosting. And I don't even like to go on those days because too many bitches go, and then like all the girls from like out of town come and they start acting crazy. They're like, they'll be on the floor like trying to grab ones that aren't even theirs. And I just don't have time for that. So also, you're gorgeous, babe. Love watching your videos. You're an inspiration for life goals. Thank you so much, Corey. I love you. Smiley said, can you start a mental health girl talk? Of course. One day I will. I want to actually start a podcast. I think I'll be really good at that. But maybe I'll talk a little bit more of that on my Patreon. Hopefully I make it before I post this video. But if not, I will be making my Patreon soon. And y'all need to join because it's going to be fucking lit. Jenny Land Rose asked me, can I go on the Fresh and Fit podcast? Babe, I will not go on that misogynist, super lame podcast. First of all, those two guys are the two lamest guys on planet Earth. They're like the most beta men ever. Not only that, they literally are grown men. First of all, there's no way Fresh is 28. He looks 40 years old. And whatever, Myron Gaines is the Indian guy. His name is literally like Amru Fadul or something. I know a couple girls because I'm in Miami, so a lot of Miami girls go on their podcasts. If you guys don't know, Fresh and Fit is a fucking joke podcast, super misogynist. But yeah, he literally, his name is like some Indian name, which is nothing is wrong with that. But he gave himself a name, Myron Gaines, which is like it's kind of like a black name. And he says N-word all the time, and it just doesn't sit right with me. Like, why would you give yourself an identity like that? Like, it's really problematic in my opinion. And I would never go on that fucking podcast. Are you serious? Because first of all, my man would beat their ass if they try to talk to me anyway. And second of all, I'm not gonna sit there and let them speak crazy about women and say how they're worthless and all this and all that when those men are grown men that don't have girlfriends, never been in love, want to marry virgins. You sound like pedophiles. Like, I can't. You guys, no. Fresh and Fit podcast, I will never fucking go on that shit show. No. The way, like, they're so disrespectful and they're so rude, and I would never get on that podcast. I saw Nina Unrated got on it, and I'm using this, I don't know what the fuck this is. Beauty Bakery, I think, or something. Setting powder. But, is it Beauty Bakery? Yeah, Beauty Bakery setting powder. Yeah, I would never go on a podcast. I saw Nina Unrated went on it, and she was cool on there. I guess she was, like, kind of agreeing with a lot of their fucking misogynist, like, stupid things that they were saying. Like, whatever. You guys have to watch to know. And then she, like, recently made videos about how they were trying to extort her and stuff like that. So, obviously, they're bad people. And, yeah, I would never put myself in that position because the way my life is set up, if they ever tried to disrespect me, it would be the last thing they would ever do on the internet. So I don't want to do that to them. So yeah, I've had a lot of people like request me to be on there. I've had them actually DM me multiple times asking me to be on their podcast, and it's a no for me, babes. Like, I have better things to do than argue with some men who do a podcast every night instead of like actually about like literally about getting women instead of actually getting women. Like, it's really sad and pathetic. No, thank you. Selena asked me, are you dropping any new music or an album? Love you so much. I love you too. I do want to. Okay, the thing with me is like I love making music, obviously, but I have to be in the mood. Sorry, I'm like getting the powder out. I have to be like in that vibe, and I haven't been in that vibe in a while, so that's why I haven't released any music. But you know, when I'm in that vibe and you know, I hear a beat and I start writing to it, I go in the studio like right away. So I'm just waiting to feel that. Whenever I feel it, I'll go in the studio. Like, making music is not something I want to do and like be famous for. Like, I know a lot of people try to like just make like music and get famous and just like make like, you know, viral like stuff. But me, I just love to make music. It's just one of my hobbies, and I share it with you guys because I share a lot with you. So that's basically it for that. Okay, let's see. Let me see some of the questions from Instagram. You guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do, because I'm on there a lot more than YouTube. I'm gonna try to get better and like be on YouTube more, but yeah, no. I'm not gonna let this bake. I'm just gonna like wipe it off really quickly because I don't want it to, I'm not really interested in baking anymore. You know, just kind of like push it in. I pushed it in with the beauty blender, and no, I'm just doing that. My friend Alex asked me, Manny or Sebastian? Like, you cannot ask me that question. Bye. Those are both my sons. So Mariana Valentina asked, how do you prepare to apply for your stripper audition? Did you already know how to dance? No, I had no idea. You guys know my story. Like, when I started dancing, I just went and they asked me if I wanted to be a dancer, and I was like, okay. And that's literally it. Like, that's what happened. Yeah, I didn't know shit. I still don't know how to do like pole tricks or anything. I just get on the stage and like shake my ass and like be cute. This is Rare Beauty. This is in the color Joy. But yeah, how do I prepare? You want to prepare just like if you're going out, especially if you're, you know, you're auditioning. Like, you want to go looking cute, so maybe wear a dress. Because usually now, like, I'll go literally in like leggings and like a sweatshirt, and it, like, I don't give a fuck what I have on. But if you're like auditioning, you want to make sure that you look really good when you go, because a lot of places, they'll just look at you and tell you yes or no. And then a lot of places will have you dance and like try out, but most places will just look at you and tell you yes or no. And I know that's like super like superficial and stuff like that, but that's just how it is. I mean, stripping is a pretty superficial fucking job, and that's just the truth. So yeah, you just have to go looking really good for your audition. If they tell you they'll call you, they're not gonna call you. If they tell you to come back a different time, they're not. You shouldn't. Like, this is just a no. If a club sees you come in as an audition, or as like someone who wants to be a dancer, and they want you, they will have you like dance. They will make sure you sign all the paperwork and either dance right then that night or come like the next day or whatever you want to do. But yeah, if they tell you anything else, they are lying to you, and they're just trying to be nice about saying no, basically. Okay, this is the Hoola bronzer. I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks. Okay, let's see. Spage Beach asked me, what's my favorite part about dancing? Honestly, just the freedom of being able to make my own schedule, the freedom of going to work whenever I want. If I don't want to work, I won't work for a while. And I also really love, I mean, I've met so many amazing people, and I don't want to glamorize dancing at all. And I'm gonna make a video about like the bad things about dancing, because there definitely are. I mean, just like there's bad things about everything, but I'm gonna make a video about that because it's not all like sparkles and glitter and all that. But I definitely have gained a lot of really, really cool connections with people. I've gained a lot of friendships. I've made a lot of, you know, I met a lot of guys that were really nice. Like, I loved being a dancer, and I loved how many people I've met, like when I was more serious of a dancer, when I would dance like all the time and stuff like that. It was really, really fun, and I met a lot of really cool people. You just have to be smart and not like be drinking all the time, you know, being drunk and just doing the most. You don't want to be that girl. So, what's my zodiac sign? I'm a Cancer. That was by Tracy. Skinny Tings asked me, do you have to have an ideal body when stripping? Like big boobs, ass, small, height, etc. So, it depends on the club that you're working at. I would say in Ohio, it was more like there was one girl with like a big fake butt, and everyone was like, whoa, like that's crazy. But then like when I moved to Miami, it's like the norm. But also like when you can tell it's fake and it just looks crazy, like guys don't really like that. And I mean, I just personally don't like that look. But I mean, the look that people really look for, like the managers and stuff like that at these clubs, honestly, like in Miami, like if you're gonna go to a really upscale club that like is really popular, which like Miami has some of the most popular clubs in the country, they're very picky. Like some really hot girls have gone and have been denied, which like was crazy to me at first. I'm like, wow, like you can't, they told you no? Like what? Like I didn't have some of my friends come and I'd be like, oh, you'll totally be fine, like you're so hot, and they'll tell her no, and I'm just like, what? It's insane to me. But yeah, they definitely have like a certain look. You don't have to have fake boobs or anything. Like you don't have to have fake boobs and a fake butt. You just have to look nice. Obviously they like a little bit not thicker. Like I'm not gonna say thicker because people take, when you say thick, like they take it as like super thick. I mean like slim thick, like a nice curves. You gotta have like, you know, a nice bust, whether it's natural or not. Just a nice waist. Like they honestly are very picky here in Miami. So I would say a lot of girls, actually a lot of my friends have gone and danced up north in Florida, like in Palm Beach or whatever the fuck it's called, and they said they did really well there, and I'm sure they did because a lot of people come there like for vacations and stuff like that. So I would say definitely try different places. Don't just stick to one. Just because they didn't like you doesn't mean that you're not, you know, meant to be a stripper. It just means that you're not meant to be a stripper there. Definitely like go to different clubs, but what I would say in Miami, they do have a look that they go for. There are smaller clubs, but I don't think you would be making a lot of money there. If you're trying to make like the Miami money, you want to be going to the most popular clubs here, which I'm sure you guys can just Google and find them out. I don't have to tell you. So this is the Dragon Beauty thing. My friend Joanne actually told me about this as well. She told me to use one of these little puffy thingies. So that's gonna brighten up my under eye. And the thing with this is because the first time I used it, I was like, ew, it's so fucking like, it made my skin like cake up and it made it super dry. But the thing is, you have to use it as a brightener like after you already, oops, ow, I just broke one of my lashes. But you have to use it after you already put your loose powder on there. That way it just brightens and it actually doesn't cake up at all, and it looks really good. So I love that. And I'm gonna take this brush and just kind of go on my eye as well. I don't really use eyeshadow or anything because I have lash extensions, and honestly I just never use eyeshadow. Like I don't know, I'm just one of those people that just never uses eyeshadow. I don't know. And I'm gonna use the NARS Orgasm blush right there. Oh, it's getting all in my hair. I guess we can get it out in a little bit. Okay, I'm putting on a lot of makeup right now because I use good quality makeup. That way, like, it kind of seeps in and just, like, gets natural as the day goes by. Okay, before I keep going, let me find another question for you guys. Off-White Doctor said, can you speak Arabic for us? I honestly don't know how to speak Arabic. I mean, I can speak it, like, when my mom or something will speak it. Like, she'll say something in Arabic, and I'll understand everything. But I can only respond in English. Okay, so I'm going to take this and just go right there. If you guys want me to do another question, Q&A, whatever, if you have like better, or not better questions, but just like more questions that I haven't answered, you definitely should leave them in the comments and I will get to them, I promise you. I still have to do my eyebrows and my lips and oh, so much. J Victorian 23 asks, where's your other doggy missing them in the videos? Okay, so obviously you guys know Manny lives with me. Manny is my little baby. So he actually just turned 4 August 15th. My baby's growing up. Like, it's crazy. I had him since he was 3 months. Like, that's my little angel. I love him so much. And I'm guessing she's talking about Bash. Now, Sebastian is my other baby. I love him to death. I've known him since he was a little 3-month-old puppy as well. And he's just, you know, he's my ex's dog, so my ex has him. But you guys see him, if you follow me on Instagram, you see him in my stories all the time. He's always with me. If my ex leaves and goes anywhere, he'll drop him off. If I go somewhere, I'll drop Manny off and they'll spend time together. So they're always together. They love each other. So you guys don't worry. I did post Bash actually in my last tripper vlog, so make sure you check that out if you missed it. If you're wondering about him. But yeah, they're totally fine. They're obsessed with each other. They're amazing. Don't even worry about it. Okay, this is a good question. This is from Steph Scott. Has the strip club industry been seeing a larger number of women wanting to be dancers? Okay, you guys, so I was a dancer since 2015. Like on and off, obviously. Like I took like 2 years off, whatever, in between that. So I danced when like it was crazy and everyone was like, oh my god, and they were all like stalking me and my friend Heather for dancing. Like all the people like in our town, and they're like, we're trying to catch us and stuff. Like we were dancers before it was cool, but now everybody wants to be a dancer, like everyone. And it's a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie, because hold on, I had to get my eyebrow pencil. It's not easy to, it's not hard to, it's really not for everyone, but it's not hard to learn. You just have to have the right guidance. And I really want to help you guys out with that. So if the Patreon is up, I'll have it down below and you guys can sign up. And like I said, I will literally help you with customers. I will help you with what you should do for your audition, what you should wear. I will be like there as like your mentor. And I don't know, I feel like that's really like what I'm meant to do, just to help other women do what I do, because I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm very successful at it. I have everything I've ever wanted. I've done so much, and it's all thanks to dancing. And I want you guys to experience that too. And you know, I'll be honest with you guys. You know, a lot of people won't be honest with you, and also a lot of people in the strip club industry don't really want to give away their secrets. So I got y'all. So I think for sure the Patreon should be up once I put this video up, because I feel like I'm talking about it a lot. So I definitely need to set it up. Okay, so this is the MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime. I'm gonna spray it all over my face, cover my lashes, of course. So I'm gonna let it dry. Obviously, you guys, my beauty mark, I need to get a little, what's the thing called? The little thing you put in your ear? Fuck. I forget what it's called, but I'm gonna put it on there and like wipe it off. I'm also gonna use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I love it. I love how it sprays. It's so nice. So we're just gonna let the face dry as I try to find another question for you guys. Karen Rochel asked me, anything you regret in life? I regret nothing, because even if something bad happened to me, or even if it's something that I wasn't happy with, it taught me a lesson, or it taught me to never do it again. So definitely, I don't regret anything. I think now definitely I make better decisions. I'm more conscious of the things that I do, also more cautious of the things that I do, conscious and cautious of the things that I do. But I wouldn't say I regret anything. I don't think I've ever, I feel like I've always been like a really like straightforward person. I've never really had a situation where I was like, damn, like why did I do that? Like, I mean, obviously I have, but nothing like super serious. Like I've never been like arrested or anything like that. Shelby Mays asked, how do you get health insurance as a dancer? You don't, you gotta get it for yourself. Self-employed. This is from Alexandra Drio Papa. How do you manage to have a good life balance? Hugs and kisses from Berlin, Germany. Oh, thank you, love you. Work-life balance. I'm really, really good at that, because if I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna go to work, like period. So, and I made that possible for myself because I made sure that I made enough money that if I don't want to go to work, I don't go. So, and I know that's not a possibility or an option for everyone, but it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. If you get hired at a strip club, And if you go every day and if you really work, I've seen girls that, you know, like you wouldn't think are the hottest girls at the club, which doesn't even fucking matter at the strip club, because some of the girls that you wouldn't think are the hottest girls would get, you know, the most like champagne rooms, and they would make so much money. It's all about talking, you know, talking your game. And that's what I'm gonna try to teach you guys in my Patreon. But yeah, I mean, work-life balance is just one of those things where you have to just make it happen for yourself. You can't like wait for it to happen. You can't pray for it to happen. You have to just make it happen for yourself. You just have to make yourself a priority. You have to make your mental health a priority. And then that way you're able to really work when you want to work, and don't beat yourself up, and just work as much as you can. If you don't like the club that you're at, go to a different club. And if you don't like that club, go to a different club. You will find a club that you like eventually, and then work a lot and save your money. And then when you don't feel like working, you don't have to work, you know? It's all about finding where you belong, where you are comfortable. And after that, you know, are gonna have a fruitful job, because you'll be able to work where you want, and you'll be able to make a lot of money. And you know, it might take a lot of trial and error. Once you figure it out, you're gonna see how nice it is to just be able to pick the times you want to work, and how often you work, and you'll be able to learn like what days are the most busy, what kind of clients you need to like talk to and stuff like that. It comes with time, but it also, for me, I learned from, I had like an older friend that I met at the strip club that kind of took me under her wing and taught me a lot. And that's what I want to be for you guys. So yeah. Okay, so I got a Q-tip. There we go. Beautiful. And let's see, what do I want to do for lips? So this is ColourPop in the color BFF3. So it's like a nudie brown, I guess. This is the NYX Powder Puff Lippy in the color Cool Intentions, my favorite of all time. It's literally such a beautiful color. Oh my god. I'm gonna have it linked down below if you guys are interested. Such a beautiful color. Gorgeous. So now I'm gonna take the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray just to give me like a little bit of razzle dazzle, a little bit of like dewiness. Just like a little bit and a little bit, like right there. A little bit on the nose. Like really, really tiny amounts. Let me take this off. I'm gonna get baby wipe again. Wipe my fingers. You guys, I broke my whole nail. Like my whole nail in there is broken. So now I'm just gonna brush my hair. Okay guys, so I'm all done with my makeup. Just gotta keep brushing my hair and like finagling it a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely want to do more videos like this for you guys, so let me know in the comments if you have more questions for me. If the Patreon is ready, it'll be down in the description. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it for you guys and answering your questions. And I definitely want to make more longer videos like this for you guys. I hope you guys like the makeup look, and I'm about to get ready for work and get out of here. So I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!